functional dynamics of an ecosystem. Functional dynamics of ecosystems. There are 4 major functions carried out by ecosystems, and these functions are involved in maintaining a stability or equilibrium in the ecosystem. These 4 functions are productivity, decomposition, energy flow, and nutrient or material recycling. So these are the 4 functional aspects in the ecosystems. Let us look into each one of them. The term productivity refers to the total amount of food production in a given ecosystem. In other words, it is also defined as the total organic matter synthesized in the ecosystem. In productivity, we make a distinction into primary productivity, and secondary productivity. Primary productivity and secondary productivity. Primary productivity refers to the total amount of food production, by the producers. That is organic matter converted at the level of producers, and secondary productivity is the total amount of food production or organic matter synthesis at the level of consumers. At the level of consumers. In primary productivity, we can further make a distinction into gross primary productivity and net primary productivity. Gross primary productivity and net primary productivity. Gross primary productivity, abbreviated as GPP, is the actual amount of energy conversion at the level of producers by photosynthesis. Actual amount of energy conversion by photosynthesis. Whereas net primary productivity is the energy that is available for transfer to consumers. So out of the actual amount of energy conversion by photosynthesis, green plants are going to utilize a considerable amount of this energy for their activities by oxidizing the food substances. So what remains after plants utilize their own food energy? That represents the net primary productivity. So you can arrive at a relationship: net primary productivity equals gross primary productivity. Net primary productivity equals gross primary productivity minus R. R stands for respiration. So NPP, net primary productivity, equals GPP, gross primary productivity, minus R, respiration. Productivity, primary productivity, varies from ecosystems to ecosystems. It is very high in forest ecosystems. In fact, you can generalize and say primary productivity is more in the land ecosystems than in the aquatic ecosystems. So this is about productivity, primary productivity. Secondary productivity, as we have discussed, is the amount of food energy that is available at the level of consumers. Again, in secondary productivity, you have gross secondary productivity and net secondary productivity. because even in the case of consumers, considerable amount, in fact more than producers, it is in the consumers that considerable amount of energy gets used by them, because animals exhibit locomotor. So more of energy spent by consumers than producers.